And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the Self-Developed YouTube channel. Let's get it going, baby. Come on. I don't know if we're doing daily videos or not, but we're definitely banging them out, doing God's work. This is not David speaking. This is the Holy Spirit within me. I don't even know what I'm going to speak of. I don't even know what videos I'm going to record. I literally just press record. I'm like, God, what do you want to speak of? I get an idea literally 10 seconds as I'm walking over here, and we just riff. So let's run it, guys, in case you're wondering, David, man, you be fired with these videos. Well, it's because I'm shutting my mind off and I'm just allowing God to speak. So anyways, with that said, in today's video, I titled it, or believe I titled it, How to Overcome Addiction / Sin. Now, if you guys have checked out the past couple of videos, all my videos are linked. It's like a big school system, school bus with every little intrinsic part that's kind of linked, but they're separated like modules in school. I don't like that word. Anyways, I'm beginning to lose my voice. In the last couple of videos, you guys know that, I mean, my whole channel, you know that I have a Christian perspective. I spoke briefly in the last video of picking up your cross, what it is to be a Christ follower. There are a lot of misconceptions in the Christian community. I was very... I was confused. A lot of people are confused. Most churches and just individuals do a very poor job at explaining what it is to be a Christ follower. So a big part of this channel is explaining that to you guys. You know, I am a Christian. This is literally why I live my life the way I do, so I can't deny that, nor will I deny it. And part of that, of course, right, why I set that up is... what I've come to realize, guys, now being 25 years old and truly accepting Christ and understanding what that means, that paired with maturity and just a will to want to get better. You need all. You can't just have God, right? God, Christ, kind of one and the same thing. Christ, the human embodiment, Holy Spirit, that's the Trinity, but it's the same thing. It's all God. You or God cannot access you or help you if you first do not want to be helped. This is why God resists the pride, or the proud. He hates the proud. Satan was the king of pride. Pride is the first of the 7 deadly sins. So if you want to overcome addiction, I have to preface it all with this stuff. This is kind of your answer. If you want to overcome addiction or sin, right? Maybe you were struggling with fapping. This is actually what my video was going to be. And this is kind of what it is targeted towards, but this is with any sin. Maybe I titled it How to Overcome Fapping. I don't know, but I'll kind of, it's broad. You were struggling with lust, fapping. Maybe for me it was fornicating, right? It was the idea. This is what inspired it. My last video was no sex till marriage. Are you kidding me? If I were to hear that 6 months ago, I'd be like, yeah, you're crazy. Not a chance, right? Maybe for you it's drinking. Maybe for you it's smoking. Like, it's going to be different for every single person. I need to make that clear. If you first are not open to the possibility of being helped, God's not going to help you. It's that simple. Like, if you have a closed heart and you can just do it your own way, you're not open to help, you shut it out. Like, I'm going to give you a perfect example, actually. I coach these two guys. Maybe he's watching this. I doubt he is, because he knows he kind of did something. I coach these two young guys, and I love them. I train them. I kind of, it's like this relationship God has with me, I have with them. I'm not saying I'm God, but even though they kind of view me that way. I'm kidding. I help them with powerlifting, business, entrepreneurship, relationships, etc., right? Kind of like how I help you guys. And one of them freaked out. He lost his cool, and he stepped out of line, and it hurt me a lot. More so because, and I understand why God resists the pride. I guess he kind of got possessed at a time. And I don't mean it literally, but just a massive bout of anger and wrath like overtook him, and he kind of lost it. And that woke me up, and I was kind of like, all right, bet, tough guy. Like, you got this? No problem. And I kind of pulled away. I withdrew. I was like, let's see. Show me. And for the first time, it made me really realize, at least I believe, how God feels when we do that. Like, if we act super prideful and give him the middle finger, and it's like, you know what, I don't need you, and it's not us. It's not us. And this is why I'm also not mad at him. I truly believe, like, it was just like a bout of, I think he got possessed. I'll be brutally honest. And I think he knew that. Sometimes, guys, like, with anger, it just, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it just overtakes us and we go crazy. Like, you want to try to forgive that person, because I make mistakes. I do this, right? We all do. But I was like, all right, bet. Like, you run it. Like, let's see it. You know, with the life questions, with business, with everything. Yeah, you're the big man. You got it. I don't need to help you. Why should I help you? You got it. And I believe that's how God views us. If we think we can overcome all our addictions, or we're super prideful and we live our lives the way we do, God's like it hurts God. Like, when that happened, I literally, like, I almost like teared up. Like, I was like, it literally felt like I had a heart and he put a knife in it, because I was like, I've helped you so much, and like, that's how you treat me? If you guys are fathers and you have sons, you know what this feels like. I've never experienced this before. It's like you love something and you care for it, and it like bites back, and you're like, or I don't know, like maybe you have a dog or something, and you like feed it and you love it, and it snaps on you, and you're like so confused. You're like, what? After everything? Anyways, so we're cool now, the guy and I I'm sure we'll have this conversation, but right now he's kind of on his own. I'm kind of like letting him say like, all right, I'll help you from a distance. But where I'm going with it is that's how God views us, I believe. Guys, if you're struggling with fapping, fornication, like, you need to have an open heart. You need to be humble. That's really what it comes down to. If he was humble at that time, even though he was angry and he was upset, but if he was like, hey, you could see there was frustration in his eyes, but he's like, I understand you were only trying to help. And again, I'm not saying I always do this. I try to. I check myself, and I'm usually pretty good at it. I believe God will continuously help you. He'll work on you. Guys, I can only explain this and speak from my experience through opening my heart, right? When I say I follow Christ, guys, that's really what that is. It's a form of submission. It's a form of opening your heart and saying, I have a long way to go. That's why when I made my last video, or a couple of videos ago, I said atheists are beta AF. It triggered a lot of you guys, and that's kind of what I was expecting. It wasn't what I was expecting, but you guys proved exactly my hypothesis. You guys need to humble yourself, and you need to submit. And I know that's not easy for men to do when we're prideful. And when a lot of you barked out at me in that video, like attacks, just, this is what I thought, David, you're there, it proved everything. It solidified. You guys, I was like, dang, yeah, I triggered demons in you. The whole video was me literally offering you guidance. I know the video title was clicky, but if you watch the video, it was all love. It was literally expressing how fathership works. And 50% of the comments were just vile. They were just mean. And I was like, all right. And that's no problem for me, because you know what that shows me? God's not working in your life. He wants to, but your heart is closed. God's transformed my life, and he is transforming my life. I'm not angry at you. Why would I be angry at you guys? Even at people who are doing me wrong or saying things you can correct them, but there's no point to be angry. We all struggle with stuff. I struggle with stuff. I have doubts. Satan's been attacking me harder now than probably a long time, and I believe that's because I'm about to enter a breakthrough. Just like this table's about to break. And, but at the end of the day, guys, the whole point of this video, I know I didn't even really give you guys a concrete answer. It is just to try your hardest to have an open heart. And that doesn't mean you're weak. That doesn't mean, I just accept help from everyone, and I'm poor, and I'm a victim, and I can't do it myself, and I need sky. No. That is it. You see, that's where, and maybe that's where I was wrong. I thought it was a form of weakness. It's not. It's understanding you can't do it alone. God will require you to have your version of free will, right? If I'm going to be celibate till marriage, I have certain steps I need to do. If I want X this, God is going to require me to do certain work. But all I'm saying is open your other, imagine you have two sides to the heart. Open the other pie, the other door, to allow him to help, which is what the vast majority of you cannot do. Whenever you're fighting with God's not real, that's stupid, that's this, you are shooting yourself in the foot, my man. You really are. You're doing what that young guy did to me. And you know what I want to say? Do it yourself. If I'm not real, if I can't help you, that's how you're going to treat me, do it yourself. Now, can you do it yourself? Maybe you can. Will it take 1,000 times longer and be a lot harder? Yes. And you know what eventually it will come down to? Ultimately, you submitting. You will come back to him, as I do. Again, I make mistakes. I get angry at him. I'm very similar to you guys, but I try my best to do everything in his will. And if it's not, I say, please let me know. Am I going out of your will? Am I being rebellious right now? Because I genuinely, there are certain things in my life I don't know. I'm being brutally honest. I don't know. But you bet your butt I pray every day. Multiple times a day. I say, help me, man. I believe this is from you, and I'm going through some confusion right now, and I would like it to be resolved. Just, guide me. I'm not saying do the work for me, but just let me know. Give me confirmation. So even though I'm fighting and I'm confused, I try my best to have an open heart. That's all I'm saying. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to struggle, right? Book of Job, everything. I think that's normal. but try to keep your heart open to him. That's all I'm going to say. And watch him transform you, man. With any sin, with any addiction, with masturbating, with whatever it is, just watch. I can only speak from personal experience through overcoming lust, swearing, wrath. I used to be very angry. If you checked out videos from like 3 months ago, swearing all the time. I had a lot of wrath in me. Yeah, man. You know, lust, fornication, tons of things, right? So anyways, guys, that is it. I don't know exactly what I titled this, but how to overcome lust or fapping or addiction, sin. Let me know what you guys think below. Comment your thoughts. This is a community. I love you guys. I know with the videos I make, a lot of you get like triggered and angry and like you comment kind of like mean things or, oh, this guy's lost it. Because I am trying to be the best like Christ, and I understand now what fatherhood is, I still love you. I have an open heart. I'll straighten you guys up and I'll tell it to you how it is. But I will not close my heart because of you guys or to you guys. I'll try my best not to. Because you guys are just confused. You're lost, as I still am. So please be like me and really be like Christ. Don't be like me. Be like Christ. And with your enemies, right? You want to get angry at you. Just don't close your heart to God. Right? And he'll help you figure out the rest. So that is it, guys. I'll finish it there. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish it here with the final plugs. If you guys are interested and would like to work with me on a personal level, you guys know the flex. There is always one-on-one coaching, guys. Spots are open. Come book yourself a spot below, guys, where we can talk on topics just like this, improving areas of your life like monk mode, fitness, business, and then relationships. The step down is group coaching, guys. You can check the next workshop coming up of April. The workshop is 4 one-hour calls with myself, a small group of men. I do it every month. There's also a private Facebook group for unlimited messaging, guys. And finally, our third and cheapest option, this is the course. Passive, online, over 3 hours long, giving you all the tools and resources needed to dominate your life. Go download the free half-an-hour version below, guys. You can support Edge. Come on, coupon code Hammond. About to go for a walk. Pray to God. Open my heart because I've been struggling with things just like you guys have. And try our best to just be in his will, which is not easy because pride comes. I get it. But let him help you. Let him meet you halfway. He will help you endure a lot of things that you may not be able to endure by yourself, like fapping or, you know, whatever it is. So that's it. Thank you guys. Have an amazing day. Catch you next video. Till then, much love. Peace.